Good morning. It's Wednesday. It's almost Christmas. Well, today I'm taking you grocery shopping. I'm at my grocery store and I'd like to teach you the diet really quickly so that you guys can do it until Christmas and then you can get right back on it the day after. So we all know that meat is free. Green vegetables are free. I'm in the green veggie aisle, so if it's green, you can eat it. That means no sugar, and that's great. That's what we want. We definitely want to stay away from tomatoes have sugar. You can still have one. One tomato only has about 4 grams of sugar. So just be careful with your sugars, your fruits. Banana is bad. Banana is 10 grams of sugar and 25 carbs. So if you're on the diet that we do, we know that we don't want a banana because that only leaves us with 5 sugars left for the day. This aisle, stay away from, even though it looks so delicious. One of my easy fixes is the rotisserie chickens at the market. I can get a rotisserie chicken and then make chicken salad. And I also like to get chicken salads, ham salads that are already made because I'm busy. Cheese is always a good go-to lunch meat. Just be careful you don't eat it when it's too old. You get listeria. That's bad for your belly. Meat is always free. I do want to teach you some food labels today. Good, how are you? Like most of you know, my go-to is olives at night. I love olives. So I'm going to show you this food label. So this is the Manzilla olives. So what I do, anything that you put in your cart, you should be reading the label. So this has 1 gram of carbs and no sugar for 5 olives. So I always look at the serving size. It's 5 olives. I don't care about the calories, the fat. I'm only looking at carbs and sugar. So this is one of my snacks I pop while I'm watching TV at night. I'm also a pickle head. I want to show you one of these pickles. You never want to get anything that says sweet. Sweet gherkins. We know they are so good. Holiday favorite. But let's look. All right, so we go to nutrition. We go to serving size. You get 2 pickles for 9 sugars and 9 carbs. I'm sorry, but I'm not wasting my sugars on 2 pickles. So this I would definitely not put in my cart. Most of your condiments, like ketchup, let's look at ketchup. Ketchup, so for 1 tablespoon is 4 sugars and 5 carbs. Yeah, you can have your ketchup on your burger. If you want to have your ketchup on your burger and use, I don't know, what is it, a tablespoon? If you do 2 tablespoons, that's 8 sugars and 10 carbs. You definitely can have it. It's just I'm going to save my sugar for peanut butter and chocolate. Let me show you the sugar-free ketchup that I found. So it's Heinz. No sugar added. That means they didn't add anything to it. So you get 1 tablespoon, 1 carb, and less than 1 sugar. This is definitely a better choice. This would go going into my cart. Mayonnaise is free. Barbecue sauce. Let's look at Sweet Baby Ray's. We love Sweet Baby Ray's. 8 sugars for 1 tablespoon and 9 carbs. You can have your barbecue sauce, but you're probably not going to get anything good for the rest of the day. Let's walk down to the mayonnaise. Mayonnaise is considered free. I prefer Hellmann's. Hellmann's has, for 1 tablespoon, 0 carbs, 0 sugars. I make my ham salad, my egg salad, my tuna salad with mayonnaise. You can make your own mayonnaise. All it is really is eggs. Right, going over here to the other aisle. I was told to try to be discreet, so I'm trying to be discreet. I'm here early, so let's look at a jar of spaghetti sauce. So remember, if you don't read the food label, you shouldn't be putting it in your cart if you're doing my lifestyle. Hold on, I'm gonna flip the camera. So this is ragu, chunky. So your serving size is a half a cup. So you can have a half a cup on your spaghetti for 8 sugars and 13 carbs. So I love my spaghetti. I will save my sugar all day just to have this. And there are better options. You can try to find a lower sugar. Let me see what this one is. This one, Hunt's Old, has 6 sugars for a half a cup. Let's see if there's any no sugar. If there ever isn't one that you find that has lower sugar, try to go to the more natural. Let's look at Newman's Own. Yeah, basically they're all about 6 sugars for a half a cup. So if you know you want your spaghetti, just either make your own sauce, and you can use stevia. Tomatoes have natural sugar, so you're gonna have some sugar. Let's look at some rice. We know carbs are limited, so we need to be careful with that. So this is the Goya yellow rice. So I can have 1/4 of a cup, sorry, it's in Spanish, for 35 carbs. And this doesn't say sugar. Azuka. Ah, there it is. So 1 gram. Here's the English side. Let's look at that. Total sugar, 1 gram for 1/4 of a cup of dry. So you'd have to do 1/4 of a cup. Probably makes about a cup. So for 35 carbs, you can have that cup of rice. And if you're on my lifestyle and you get 100 to start out with, then you can have 2 cups of this if you really want rice. But if you're on the lower end of the spectrum with your carbs, you may only want to eat 1 cup. I love rice. I love potatoes. I love them all. So I'm always looking for better choices. I'm going to take bread aisle. I hope you all get ready for the holidays, and I wish you all a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, whatever it is you celebrate. Happy holidays to everybody. So let's look at some juice. Juice is so bad, and we give it to our kids. Let's look at this label. And this is the diet, V8 Splash Diet. The diet catches. So this has, not bad, 1 gram of carbs, 1 sugar for 8 ounces. That's actually really good. I would actually probably drink that if I wanted to have some of that. Let's look at the regular one. The regular one for an 8 ounce has 12 grams of sugar and 13 carbs, which is very similar to a glass. Milk has a lot of sugar. This is I have, where is it? Stevia. They don't really have the stevia here, but I use the Splenda in my coffee. And I've actually tried to cook with this. Don't make banana bread with it. It's terrible. My favorite sugar-free puddings. Let me take you to my sugar-free puddings. They're in the other aisle. They're awesome if you're having like a chocolate binge out and you don't want to wreck your whole day. Oh, let's look at eggnog. So this is golden eggnog. We all gonna want that. So for a half of a cup, 4 ounces, has 21 sugars and 22 carbs. That's not even a full glass. But I did see that Splenda, one of these, I did see, oh, they don't have it today. They had a one made with Splenda, but they don't have it today. This is my favorite creamer that I use. Splenda. So I can have it, many as of it I want in my coffee. No sugar, 1 carb. Love it. And they have sweet cream, which is my favorite. They don't have it today. The hazelnut's very good. Coffee Mate has a 0 sugar, very good. Almond Breeze has some. Let me take it to my sugar-free sugars. My sugar-free Jell-O. So I love the Jell-O. Always make sure you get the sugar-free. So here's a chocolate vanilla swirl. Yum, 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 sugar-free. So I get to have the whole cup for 10 carbs and 0 sugars. For that, if I'm having a bad binge out, I can eat all 4 of them for 40 carbs and no sugars. And really the calories, if I was looking at calories, which I am not, are not that bad. The dulce de leche is very good too. It's also sugar-free. It takes care of that caramel. It's also 10 grams and no sugar. And then to top it off, we found Ready Whip 0 sugar. And this is so good on top. 0 carbs, 0 sugar. Love it. Alright, we're at the milk aisle. Let's look at milk. And I know a lot of my clients love milk. They love their chocolate milk, and hate to break it, but milk's bad. Alright, so you get 1 cup, 8 ounces for 12 grams of carbs and 12 sugars. Sorry, but that's almost my whole day of sugar. I'm not having milk. Let me take it to the bread. I hope this is helpful. I know learning labels is a little tricky at first, but once you get the hang of it, like I said, if I don't look at the label, I don't buy it. So this is my favorite bread, one of them. Pepperidge Farm Light, 7 grain, 45 calories. And this label, I can have 3 slices for 27 carbs and 3 sugars. I can dunk my toast with butter and cinnamon in my coffee. I can have peanut butter on it and dunk it in my coffee. I can have 3 of them. Or I can make my sandwich at night, at lunch. I'm a bread baby. I love bread. I also like, someone said something about Freihoffers. Hold on, let me find it. Where are you? It has an Italian that somebody asked me about. Oh, here it is. So this is the Freihofer Italian. So you get 1 slice for 16 carbs and 1 sugar. So if you wanted a thicker bread or a thicker sandwich, you could do this. Just be careful if you're on your 60 carb a day, whatever I put you at. You know, you just, what is that, 32 grams of carbs for a sandwich. But it is good. It is nice with your spaghetti, whatever you're eating it with. So I would buy that. And where's my other one that I buy? Sarah Lee has one. Oh, here it is. They have honey whole wheat, and they have healthy multigrain. I really like the honey wheat. So you get 2 slices for, I can't find it. 2 slices for 2 grams of sugar and 19 grams of carbs. I want to show you guys this because it's a little tricky if you're new to label reading. So this one, it says per serving per 1 slice. Let's see if I can get this way. So it's a little tricky. So serving size is 2 slices. So you go up here. So 1 slice has 1 gram of sugar and 9 grams. So 2 is the serving size, correct? Yes. So 2 is this aisle. So you get 2 slices for 19 carbs and 2 grams of sugar. So that's not. So those are the breads that I like to buy. Let's go to chips real quick because people are looking at me. I gotta get out of here. So when I first started this, I traded my sugar for my salt and chips. So these Pringles. So I get to have 15 chips for no sugar and 16 grams of carbs. So I would do a double serving of these while I'm watching TV. I did the Pringles. I've done even Lay's potato chips. You can have your dip because they're made with sour cream. Sour cream's basically free. Cream cheeses are free. Mayonnaise is free. Butter is free. Bacon is free. Your meat is free. So when you go grocery shopping, make sure you have enough time. So like I said, if you don't read the label, don't put it in your cart. And then you get used to what you're buying, and you don't even put them in the cart because you kind of like, we repeat buy. Let's look at a box of donuts just for hoo-ha's. So these are the minis. Enterman minis. So on these, I get to have one little donut. Really? For 9 sugars and 16 carbs. And you know I'm not eating one. I'm going to eat this whole box. So what's the whole box have? 12 servings times 16. Whoa. So 16 times 9. Oh my God, I'm so bad at math. I don't know, but it's a ton. So don't eat the whole box. All right, guys, that concludes my shopping trip because there's people coming in and I got to get out. I wish you happy holidays. Stay tuned. Have a happy holiday. Eat what you want and just get back on it the next day. Love you. Bye. Happy holidays.